Good morning, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. What's up, Jay? What's up, A Blank? Good morning. Good morning, guys.
And it would be out. Yeah, but people can't.
All right. Good morning, everyone. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. 412.61 is major resistance on the SPY, and that's 180 is also major resistance on the IWM. Both of those were levels that just failed. 316 is major support on the NASDAQ. So this week we have large tech stocks earnings starting Tuesday after hours. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Walter, can you send me another message on Discord, please? Thanks. I will definitely get that. I gave everyone access that had messaged me. All right. So right now we're day trading the SPY options day trading. So we're trading the closest at the money calls or puts on the SP500. So if I say that I'm going long, then I'm buying the closest at the money calls. If I say that I'm going short, I'm buying the closest at the money puts. Right now, we're just waiting for the market to give some direction. Obviously, the NASDAQ just closed, made a very big close. Closed above the 200 SMA and the 10 SMA and the VWAP. So the NASDAQ is looking strong. But the SPY is having trouble, primarily due to the weakness that we have in the IWM. This is the 1 minute chart. This is the 1 minute chart on the SPY. Once again, showing resistance at 412.60. Oh. So waiting for a good setup. If we start seeing some weakness heading into resistance with high day, and we give some sort of weakness, we can go short with 412.60, 412.70 as a stop loss. The NASDAQ is continuing to push on with strong green candles, though. New high of day. This is a risky trade. I'm in light puts with a high day stop. This is risky. I'm going short with a high day stop loss. We should get, looks like we should get a retest of 412.30. We'll see. Regardless. we're gonna have to make sure all the trades that we take today, especially because earnings and it's earnings week and everything, we have to make sure that we take tight trades with that are like light, especially if we're trying to do the opposite of what the momentum is originally giving us, you know. So we just have to play it safe until we get more clarity for earnings. And then there's GDP news that comes out Thursday as well. I'm gonna sell. Contracts are moving really fast. Puts are losing value very quick. NASDAQ is getting close to 317.90, which is major resistance. The IWM is also close to major resistance at 180. Let's see. There's a gap on the SPY to be filled at 414, but everything is hitting resistance once more. I'm in light shorts again with a 5-day stop. Light, ideally, you know, we would get a bounce back to high, and then we could get in a bit more. But so far, it looks like they wanted to hold 412 for a bounce back to 414. So that's what they were trying to do initially. So now we need to see if they just make things look bearish for a bit, bounce it back up, and rip shorts on the way up. So far, that's what's happening. So we need to, if we're trying to catch shorts, we just have to go light. But we do have a gap to fill to 414. So, but generally these would be reversals candles. Market looks really strong. It looks like it's just gonna keep going up, but had to take it regardless. This is a very important little setup here because twice in a row they've made pretty bearish setups, but they've bought the dips. So once again, people are going to be going short here. And if they buy the dip once more and rip it up, then this could just be a bear trap. But regardless, you know, we just have to see if they are playing around with bears to make the move up. So how this candle closes, if we could basically hold, we did so far, we held 412.80, but we need it's gonna be interesting if we can make a new high. Because once again, we came to a level of resistance, painted a very big red candle. So based off of that, the next candle, people went short. But what they did instead was they ripped it up. So let's see if this continues falling. Because technically it should be falling. But as we saw before, these were just good opportunities for them to rip it back up and buy the dip and play around with bears. So let's see what they do. Can everyone just send, if I didn't respond on Discord, which I thought I did, can you guys send me another one? Because I responded to everybody a few days ago. But if I missed your message, I'm sorry about that. Just send me another one. NASDAQ is showing weakness. It's clearly breaking below the support range, but the IWM is showing strength. And now we just need to see if the NASDAQ can hold support at this level. We're going to catch some big winners. These small trades, they're not really that relevant. We just need to gauge how the market is playing out for this week. There's we have to keep in mind that there's going to be potential pushes to the upside for earnings. So earnings, into earnings, especially tech earnings, there could be run-ups. So we need to see if they want to hold support and run it up into earnings. And if that'll cause extra exuberance for bulls in the market. This would also technically be another good short opportunity. But if they hold it from here, once again, we've seen them bouncing off of support. And when they make things look very bearish right now, they would rip it to the upside. So now let's see if this would be the third time in the past like 10 minutes that they painted a very, very bearish picture and bounced it. So let's see. 412.60 is major support on the SPY. And the 10 SMA is coinciding with that. So let's see what they do. This is a, now they're making it very, very bullish. This is a very, very bullish picture. Market just feels like it has a lot of buyers. These bearish setups have not been working out so far. So it looks like they're, I think the only way that we get a drop is if they make something look very bullish and then they make a bull trap to force bulls to sell. But I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. Let's see. But once again, this should technically be a very bullish setup here. The only way we fall is if this reverses down. The only way we fall, like completely breaking levels of support, is if this setup right here breaks down. So that's going to be interesting to see. I'm excited. Finally get to drink water, drink coffee during the day. Says you're only accepting messages from friends. No. So you need to go into Discord and change your Discord settings, because you need to allow to send messages to non-friends. So you have to go into your settings on Discord. Just Google how to send messages to non-friends on Discord, and then you'll be able to send me messages. All right, this is what bears needed. They made a bull. They made a very bullish move, and then ripped it down. So now, let's see. We should have touched 412.30 about like 15 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, but buyers are holding the market up. And they're chopping it around regardless. But either way, make sure the position sizes and everything that you're having right now are very small compared to what they normally are, because the contracts are moving substantially. And, you know, there's no clear defined, things are chopping. Holding support. This is another bullish setup that they're trying to make here. NASDAQ is cracking lower. The IWM is continuing to fail at resistance. But then buyers step in as soon as there's some weakness. So we need to see if buyers can just let this go for a few minutes for another retest down to like 412.30, 412.40. And then they can get a opportunity to rebuy in cheaper. Because so far, resistance levels consistently held. And the big winner so far today, earlier, was the NASDAQ and the tech. But now that's clearly showing weakness. Yeah, so let's see if we can finally get some follow throughs to the downside. Now is not really where I would want to start going short because we're very close to support at 412.60, and we've seen them just chop it around and play around with people. But regardless, again, just make sure that whatever position we get into today is just cheap. Is light. This was a pretty ugly candle for bulls. So everyone that went long during this candle here just got ripped to the downside. Everyone that was like, wow, this is a bullish setup, they got really faked out. All right, SPY is breaking below 412.60. VWAP is at 412.50. So VWAP and the 50 SMA are going to be holding as support on the SPY on the 1 minute. Let's see if we can get some more follow through to the downside. Puts aren't really paying that well. If we could get another, if we can break back down below 412.50, that would be good. But things are getting close to a point of bouncing on the NASDAQ. So let's see if because the NASDAQ bounces, will the SPY bounce? But they need to bounce it off of this setup right now. So if they do want to bounce it, they're going to have to bounce it now. But if they give one more leg down, then they could bounce it off of 412.30, like I've been trying to tell them for the past 15-20 minutes. That would be the best opportunity for everyone. Everyone that went short, they would take profits down there, and then, you know, it would be the best case scenario. But these guys just want to take their sweet time doing silly, simple stuff. All right, nice. Very nice. Finally. Contracts up 15%. Very good. Take some profits, leave runners. As long as this remains below 412.50, then we can continue seeing more downside. But oh, Spizzo, how are you, brother? Welcome back. Welcome back, my brother. Don't quit. Nice. Yeah, so they really needed that. Yeah, they really messed up a lot with the Bulls. Make sure you guys are taking profits. I don't want this. I don't want the contracts to fall back down below 59 cents. So, just make sure that happens. see if we get one more leg down to 412.30. They only bounced it off from 412.40. We should have seen a bit lower. So this would be a good shorting opportunity. So technically this should be a continuing move down, but let's see. SPY's having starting to break below VWAP in the 50 SMA. But let's see. The IWM is starting to show weakness. The NASDAQ is continuing to show weakness, similar to what I showed in the YouTube video yesterday. The NASDAQ stocks end up showing a lot of weakness prior, and then that weakness ends up permeating into the SPY. So if you look at the NASDAQ on a 1 minute chart, it's basically doing the exact same thing that the large tech stocks would do on a daily chart. And then eventually the weakness in the NASDAQ would eventually affect the SPY. But regardless, you know, make sure you guys taking profit, and make sure you guys, the main thing is make sure the trade is successful. Don't let it go red. There'll be other opportunities, especially there's no point of being greedy. There's so many trades to be made every day. So don't think, oh my god, you know, I'm only taking 2 or 3 trades a day. These 2 or 3 trades, they have to work. It's not the case. Just always focus on every trade as a brand new one, and have tunnel vision. Once a trade is successful, don't allow it to go extremely red. And if you do, right, make sure that it's at a certain level within reason. So for example, if you take profit at like 20%, right, and you're holding on to runners, there should not be a reason why you would allow the runners to fall a substantial amount and be red to end up like it doesn't make sense, right? So you need to solidify your wins and make sure that you're things are starting to look good for a bounce, actually. If 412 yeah, make sure you guys have taken profits and don't let it go back red, basically. Your contract. Apple's starting to look good. Tesla is similar to the SPY. It's starting to bottom out. That was pretty disgusting what they just did to bulls. 412.60 failed as resistance again, but support is being held. So let's see. I'm gonna sell the rest for basically break even, small gain. I don't really like the setup to the short side. If there is a better setup, we'll take it. But down here, it's starting to make more sense to go long. So kind of want to go long. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting light SPY calls. Light. We basically, this moved up already, but let's see if there's more room to the upside. Contracts are moving very quick, which is nice. So it's good. Let's see if the setup allows us to break above high of day. That'd be pretty interesting. %, take profit. Take profit, leave runners. New high of day on the SPY. See if it can continue. And now for the rest, obviously don't let it go red. And we move on and look for the next trade. If the contracts fall below 69 cents, then I'm selling. I'm selling the remainder. But you guys should have already taken profit. And okay. See if we get a tap of support, we could go long again. I'm gonna take light SPY calls again. 412.60 basically needs to hold a support. Let's see if this was a good retest of support and it can bounce back up. We were a bit late to the position. I wanted to buy it at 412.60 instead, but let's see. Setup is there. They just need to let it break up. IWM is breaking above 178.26. The NASDAQ is breaking above the 200 SMA and it's breaking above. VWAP is actually holding as resistance for the NASDAQ, but setup should be going higher from here, but you need to see if buyers can let it go. I'm gonna sell this for like 1 second. 1 second. This is a very important candle. If this starts, basically what I want to see right now is I want the contracts to remain above 65 cents. That's going to coincide with a pretty decent level as well. So let's see. Basically needs to remain above 65 cents. Because I don't want to be involved in chop at the moment. Because the reason why we entered was the momentum should have easily been continuing to the upside. Since that hasn't happened, this is we basically needed to like reevaluate why we're still in the position. So far, things are holding support. They should be letting it break to the upside here, but every single time they make it very bullish, they rip it down. So if you're in very heavily, if this is like a heavy position, you're in heavy, you guys should not be in heavy. Contracts are profitable, so you have time to lower your position size, but at the same time, setup is just there. The NASDAQ closed above VWAP, the IWM closed above resistance. We should be getting one push to tap 413. At that point, the contracts would be up, should be up like 15% with one big green candle. But yeah, we're not seeing that, which is unfortunate. Yeah, they have the brakes. They're not letting the market just fly. I'm taking some profit and have a stop loss for 68 cents for the rest. This was a perfect opportunity for them to rip it up. Let's see if this is another case of when I take profit, a little bit of profit, the position ends up flying in that direction. So let's see if that is gonna end up being the case as well. Every time, every single time so far on stream where I've taken a little bit of profit on a very baby move to lower my position size, right? Every single time I've done this, the trade ends up like exploding in the direction. So let's see if that happens again. NASDAQ, the 50 SMA is acting as resistance, and 316.90 is also resistance on the NASDAQ. That looks like it could be a very, very big bear trap. They painted a very red candle. The NASDAQ, the IWM looked like they were both failing at resistance, but they ripped it up. So let's see. I'm out the rest. Let's see if we get another opportunity. Tesla is starting to look good. Around 160, 150, 162 actually. Let's see if we get another leg down on Tesla. Probably go long on Tesla. Apple still looks very bullish. The NASDAQ is taking a big let's take a big bathroom break. Mm-hmm. 'This is a really bullish setup again on the SPY. NASDAQ showing weakness at VWAP. The IWM made a new high, but that big red candle that we had at 1026, it's not helping. But the SPY is green. The IWM is still holding that support. Yeah. Nice. %. Oh. Mm-hmm. %. Wow, Tesla. Wow, Tesla is really showing weakness right now. Drop down $1. Wow. It's like a cheat code, being able to drink, eat during the day again. Oh my god. Almost the entire Ramadan, I would be sleeping at like I would be sleeping like 6 or 7 a.m. because we would need to eat prior to sunrise, and then we would pray, and then after like sunrise was around like 5:30, right? That's when we weren't basically able to eat anymore, and prayed after that. 6:30, 6, 7. I wouldn't go to sleep until then. But now it's like I have coffee, I have water. Life is good. Life is good. It's crazy. All right, so 413 acting as resistance on the SPY. Oh. Thank you for the likes on the live, Woods. Really appreciate it. Nice. Oh my god. We should have went short so freaking it was it's okay. I was basking in the happiness of being able to eat and drink, but so once again, regardless, easy short setup is 413 was acting as resistance, right? Clearly, this was a very big wick, failed that resistance, right? If you were aggressive, you could have went short with a stop loss here. If not, then you could have waited for this next candle to go short with a stop loss. But yeah, next time that happens, basically, if you show resistance and weakness at resistance with some sort of follow through, you go short at that follow through. And then the same thing, you flip the chart upside down. If you start seeing some, wow, that would have been a huge play. That is quite unfortunate, actually. But I'm excited to be back. This is I'm excited. I have a new chair, comfy chair, armrest. I didn't even know this had a massage on it. Press a button, it massages you. I didn't even know this existed. So yeah, man. I hope you guys have been doing good as well. I hope everyone's weekend has been good. Lost 21K. Damn. Sorry to hear that, man. How did that happen? Hey, bro, give me advice, please. Tesla put expiring 28th April. When did you buy it? I mean, Tesla is just dying, so Tesla is getting demolished. So your put should be good. Next time, so look guys, just watch the chart. The whole point of me being here is for me to like show you guys easy setups. This was a easy setup, but just silly, unfortunately. Human error. I just did not see it. Unfortunately, I looked away from the screen, but once again, you know, this was a really good short opportunity. 413 was acting as resistance. One red candle afterward, you could either go short on this candle or you go short as this candle is about to close. And then ideally you try to get closer to this high as a stop loss. And then if we get a close above this high as a stop loss, then you're out of the short. But it's okay. It's a good problem to have. It's a very good problem to have to not yeah, at least we're right. You know? But yeah, regardless. Okay. Went long at 413.10 with 60k. With 0 DTE options. Damn. Oh, how did you do that? Bro, just be patient. Just be patient. You could easily be making comfortably, you could easily be making thousands of dollars a day. Just be patient. Like, stop trying to make hundreds of K a day. You could build that back up. It's gonna take some time. Just be patient. Have more discipline with your everything. Should I exit or wait? I mean, you're in a good spot. You're in profit, obviously. So if you're only holding on one contract, then that's a decision that you have to make. I'm not sure how much you're willing to hold and stuff. So I would definitely take some profit at this point. You got in like at least like $2 or $3 earlier. So I'm in light SPY calls low, they stop. NASDAQ is at support. SPY is at support. Let's see. This is light. This is very risky as well. We could end up having another leg down, and then at that point we could go long again. But this is Let's see if they hold this. It's worth taking. This is light, but it's very risky. So please, the safer trade would be if we get another leg down, and then we go long from there. Damn, they're just letting it go. All right, so yeah, obviously that didn't work. Let's see if we can rebuy. Okay, I like it again. I'm in SPY calls again with a low day stop. I would be pretty. This would be pretty interesting if they drop it down lower again. That would mean that there is blood in the water. Usually, they've been bouncing it off. Around these levels. Honestly, this should bounce. I don't see how. Let's see how we don't bounce from here. We need to close above 411.75, and then that would be very good. Generally, that sort of setup should have sent us to 412 already, but taking some time here. So I hope you guys like understand what I mean. So for example, when we went long before, right, a few minutes ago, when I said it was risky that we would have like potentially another leg down. So it was risky. We went light, and then we had that next leg down, and then from here I was way more comfortable because basically they tried to make people become bearish down here, but we already had another leg down, so that's the point where you start going long. So obviously I hope you guys took some profits as it popped up, but now I don't want this to fall back below 59 cents for the runners. This is I mean, this is bullish setup. So this should be holding 411.60, 411.50, and continuing up, to be honest. Thank you for the follows, guys. Not showing enough bullishness, even on a really nice bullish setup. This is a rebuy opportunity for late bulls. We should see a break back above 411.70, close about above 411.70, to be honest, on this candle. And then the next candle, we should see 412. This is just what I would do as a market maker. It makes no sense. And then from there, at 412, everyone's going to be exuberant, very bullish. And then that's where you could bring it back down. But let's see. The NASDAQ is at resistance at 315.10. So that's sort of hindering the move on the SPY. $177.40, 177.35, 177.40 is also resistance on the IWM, and then there's more resistance right above at 177.46. But just makes sense. All of this, what I'm saying, it's all just like, this is what should be happening. You know what I mean? So, yeah. The odds of all of this stuff happening is much higher than it not happening. That's why we take these trades. We haven't seen 412 yet, unfortunately. But it was a much higher conviction trade. We got that leg down that I was talking about. Once we got the leg down, it was easy money to go long from there. Make sure you guys have taken profits. Now, as long as this remains above 411.70, this should be good. But we didn't get a touch to 412. We got it almost. We got it to 411.90, but they're taking their sweet time, to be honest. They're not letting the market just explode. 411.60 is very major support. Can we just get a nice explosion up, please? We need a big move during this minute and the next minute, or else this is gonna just drop. Let's see. It feels like the market is just hanging by a thread, to be honest. There's not enough. This move, it should have hit 412 comfortably, but we couldn't even touch 412. Okay, we got a pop. Okay, now this minute is also important, right? We need a continuation to the upside. Cool. This is the type of setup that like blasts up, to be honest. It like just blasts up, and then everyone is too late to enter the position. And then by the time they enter, they make another sort of there's so much that they could be doing right now. They're just not doing it. I don't understand. They're just being very negligent and dumb. I'm selling the rest break even, calling it a day. If you do want to go long, then we would need to wait for it to get closer to low of day, because right now they're chopping it around at resistance. What we could do, we could take some lotto, like light lotto, 413s. So we could take some. Yeah, calls still look really good. Yeah, as long as 416 holds, should just continue going. This should explode. This setup is very, very bullish. If they don't, then that would be very, very interesting. But yeah, down here, if you don't want to get into zero DTEs or any like shorter term calls, you could get like calls for a week out, something, right? Because technically, right now, we're very close to a level of support. What's going to end up happening is we could get like chopped around, but and then once again, it'll be a similar concept of if we get a leg down below the prior lows, that would be an interesting. That would be a really good opportunity to go long, similar to the reason why we went long initially for this setup. That was a very bullish setup that they ripped to the downside. So as we already made a move down here, I don't want to go short. Down here, I would much rather look for long opportunities. So we're seeing strength out of Tesla. And Tesla is starting to show strength while the market is showing weakness. As Tesla continues to show this strength, the SPY should bounce. So what we saw earlier in the day was Tesla was showing a lot of weakness, but the SPY was still showing strength. So it took time for the movement in Tesla and the rest of the tech stocks to show what was going on in the SPY. So similar concept. But yeah, instead of getting chopped around in shorter dated calls, definitely like down here, it makes sense to go long with longer dated calls. Something that isn't as because I still think that we should see 412 basically on the SPY off of the setup. If we end up making a new low, then 411 would be a major support. But if you're holding on to further dated calls, the loss would not be as dramatic. Basically, then if we get another leg down, that's when we could be a bit more aggressive. And similar to this setup where we had this big drop, this was that leg down. So now let's see if there's another leg down here. But yeah, it just definitely doesn't make sense, in my opinion, to ever go short after the market has fallen so much. We should only go short at levels of resistance. Definitely don't want to go short into the hole. But yeah, guys, that's my plan. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully tomorrow will be much funner and we won't miss these big opportunities. But regardless, pretty good day. Just we missed a really big short, which was like the easiest trade setup we didn't take, but unfortunate. It's all good. Where's second? One second. Thank you guys for the follows. But yeah, cool. Hope you guys had a good stream. I will definitely tomorrow is gonna be much funner. Love you guys. Take care. Have a good one.